Yes, everybody, it's Dave from Talking Walls. Welcome back to a match day review, and it is the second competitive match day review of the season as Wolves have come out on top. A 4-1 victory over Crusaders today in Belfast. That is where I am today. I've gone with a few friends, and it has been a really enjoyable experience. So firstly, big up to all the people from Belfast, class people, and obviously Crusaders, their fans. Everyone was really welcoming and so on as well. So big thanks for that. But in terms of the actual football match, Wolves starting again with a very strong team. Jimenez coming in for Morgan Gibbs-White. Other than that, it was completely unchanged. Patricio at the back, Johnny and Adama with Cody, Bolly and Bennett. Matinho, Dendonka and Neves with obviously Jimenez and Jota up top. And it was actually Crusaders that hit the back of the net first. Not too sure of the guy's name, probably will never hear of him again. Crosses it in, and actually Bennett was the one that scored the own goal in the end, and obviously they were loving it. And sarcastically, we had 2 or 3 Crusaders fans tell us before the game they're going to beat us 3-0, and when that went in, I think we were all looking at each other like, surely not, it's not actually going to happen, is it? But Jimenez, crucial timing, I think, for that our first goal, our equaliser, because if it did go on any longer, you never know what's going to happen. And a really good finish, good turn on the ball, and just left the keeper stranded and hit it into the back of the net, to be honest. And from there on in, I mean, there was a couple of opportunities where Crusaders were picking up the ball, and they had that big lump up top, and he was just causing all sorts of problems. They obviously saw a weakness in Cody, who's probably not as big and bulky as Bennett and Bolly, and they got the big lad on him, and it seemed to work for them. So he was sort of crucial. He was like the man that they were aiming for and so on. But it took us a little while to settle into the game, but once we'd done it, it was fine, and we fired it obviously in number 2 and number 3 in the end. Another fantastic finish from Jimenez as well, a curling effort. And in the end, we ended up getting our 4th in the second half, and it was an own goal. But the game overall, there wasn't much to talk about, talking points and so on. But I know before, I'm going to answer your comments even before you leave them. So last week, I know a lot of people were disappointed because of the amount of goals that we'd scored. At Molineux as well, I think everyone was expecting us to go and score 4 or 5 past Crusaders, and that didn't happen. And I sort of said last week that, we're in still pre-season. They had 11 men behind the ball. And we're not going to go ultra fast pace. There's not going to be massive urgency from Wolves because we know we've got 180 minutes to sort the tie out. Today was a little bit different because Crusaders had to come out and attack us. And they did that from the off, to be honest, even obviously scoring the goal. And then they were very open, to be honest. Wolves probably should have knocked more goals past them as well. But again, as I say, it's a slow pace. Wolves aren't going to go fast paced. They aren't going to be urgent. They knew the tie was over, especially when we got our first goal. We knew Crusaders had to score another 3 goals. The game wasn't going to extra time. And they were coming in late on tackles. I've got to say the refereeing was pretty poor again today. I think we're going to see that a lot, especially in the early stages of the Europa League. He gave Crusaders a lot of decisions their way and maybe tough tackles on Wolves players. For Crusaders again, but I know Jimenez got kicked a couple of times and it seems like he's okay, but he did struggle to stand up after that second challenge. I think he was just caught an impact tackle right on his foot as well, which is obviously always a concern when he's only just sort of come back into pre-season training and so on. But I know Jota had a little to do with a player as well. For some reason he was booked for that. But yeah, we kept him busy and we got the job done at the end of the day. Players that starred out for me, I think Jimenez was great, obviously before he came off. Jota again at times looked promising. Matinho, he was the man that ran it, to be honest. Disappointments for me. I thought Neves was a little bit sloppy at times. He wasn't dreadful, but just his touch was a little bit loose. Morgan Gibbs-White again was fairly ineffective when he came off the bench. It's a strange thing to say, but I think the game didn't suit Morgan. Morgan needs to play with more room around him, which probably sounds like a stupid thing because against a team like Crusaders, no disrespect, we should be beating them quite comfortably, whoever we have on the pitch. So it's just one of them. But let me know, guys, your thoughts in the comment section down below. As you can probably tell, I'm working off about 3 or 4 hours sleep at the moment. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. As I say, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And obviously off to Armenia next week. I'm not going, but obviously Wolves are off to Armenia and we'll watch it next week and give our thoughts as well. Until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your week and I'll see you all very soon.